to be dramatic or anything, but our stamping supplies are kind of like our family, right? You know, I hear from many of you when it's time to destash and get rid of things from your collection, it's hard. We love our stamps, we love our tools, we love our supplies. So we want to take good care of them, right? I try to take really good care of my supplies so that they last for a long time. And I know that you do the same. So the reason I mention this is I have kind of a little annoyance in my craft room, and it has to do with my punches. I love my punches. You know what this crazy annoyance is? It's totally cosmetic. It doesn't matter at all. I love these punches. They hold up forever. So this cosmetic annoyance is all these scratches they get on them. You can see it reflecting on what, oh, that's so funny. You can see me in the screen of my phone reflecting. Okay, I'm getting distracted. These scratches. So I've been trying to come up with a way for a while to protect them so that they don't get the scratches and they just look nicer. I figured out what to use and I want to share it with you today. Let's take a look at it. So here you can see the same punch I was just showing you and maybe see these scratches a little bit better. Doesn't matter at all as far as the functioning of my punch, but like I said, I like to keep my supplies looking nice and in good shape, and I know that many of you are the same. So I wanted to share this with you. I have already put this protector on some of my new punches that I just got, and I'm going to start doing this when they arrive, and hopefully sometime do all of my existing punches in my collection. But I love this. I have been working on scratching this up, and I've had pretty good luck with it not scratching as long as I continue to be fairly careful with my punches. So I want to show you how to do this. And for all of those punches in your collection that are already scratched up, we will talk about them in a few minutes. So here's what I used. I used regular contact paper. This is the clear matte, transparent matte. It's the kind, actually has the adhesive on the back. I think they might make some products now that aren't actually sticky, but it's the clear matte contact paper. So what I did was basically just punch through this with one of my punches. Now here is my new Easter Bunny punch, I think it's called. And I am going to punch through it. I like to use my punches like this, where I can see where I'm punching. I'm right-handed, and I like to punch with the bottom up so I can see what's going on. So doing it this way, you want the blue side, the back side of the contact paper facing up. And what I found was the punches don't necessarily punch through this real well because it's not very stiff. So if you need something to help it punch through a little bit better, just use some scrap paper. Here's some of my grid paper. I find lots of uses for my leftover grid papers that I have used. So I'm going to punch through the contact paper and 2 layers of my grid paper at the same time. So that works really well. Set this off to the side. And now what we need to do is start to peel back the backing on this. So give me just a second. If you find that any of the contact paper gets stuck inside of here, I had a little bit of a hard time getting that to pull out. You may find it easier to pull some of it away from the inside and just tear it, but that did come off okay. So here's my punch, and I like to use my take your pick tool when I have paper backing that doesn't want to come off very well. What I found with this is either using the spatula end or the piercing tip. If I pick at this a little bit, it is going to peel off. The backing is going to peel off. So what I want to do is peel off a little bit. I don't need to peel off a lot. And I tried to avoid sticking this with my finger or getting it in anything that's going to leave a mark, because any marks that are on there are very possibly going to show after you put the label on. So what we want to do next is, what I found some of these was if I stick this to my spatula tip on my tool and then just use my hands to kind of line this up where it is supposed to go. Once it gets where it needs to be, I want to remove that tool and start to press down the part that already had the backing removed. Then I'm going to reach around back and start pulling on this paper backing. While I do that, I'll try and move this over so you can see what I'm doing. While I'm doing that, I want to gradually press down as I go so that all adheres down nice and flat, okay? So that's how I put this contact paper on to protect them. Let me show you a couple of my old punches that looked about like this with all the scratches. And this is what they look like now. They look almost as good as new. So hope this is a tip that can help you in your craft room. Just keep things nice and tidy and looking their best. And if you're weird and OCD like me sometimes, you know, it just makes you feel a little bit better when there's not scratches everywhere. So thanks so much for watching along. If you like tips and tricks, I have tons and tons of them. Click on my channel name below. You'll go to my channel, and right there near the top is my card making tips and tricks playlist. You can watch all the tips you want and hopefully learn some things to help you in your stamping. Thanks for joining in. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.